Okay, so we're back with Null, aka Joshua Moon, the owner and head moderator as well, from Kiwi Farms, which is, from what I've seen, a dying website. Dude's starting to run low on cash for maintaining the site, and yet he's booting off prolific and interesting posters who are bringing fresh, new content to the site. Don't know that he can afford to be doing that. The guy doesn't strike me as overly bright, booting people off, kicking people off, essentially acting in a way that is not very inviting to people who are posting a lot of new content and contributing quite a bit. Not sure why you would want to scare off new posters, but okay. Might be why the site's dying. Bad judgment on his part. Poor management skills, lack of business savvy. But anyway, this guy, Null, has decided to try and start creating content, probably because, well, you know, his site is failing. So he's trying to do, which makes no sense to me. He's trying to essentially gain attention, get people to come to the site, stir up controversy. Meanwhile, he's booting and kicking and discouraging people from posting on his site. It's very strange. It seems counterproductive to me. I needs new people to come to my site. Meanwhile, I'm doing everything I can to discourage people from posting on my site. Okay, Mr. Moon. Whatever. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, it's your site. You can sabo it if you want to. But anyway, he's stepping out of his comfort zone, and he is in this video interviewing two of Trukey Tom's former love interests. If you don't know who Trukey Tom is, he's a goofball 23-year-old kid, a Destiny orbiter who has a very popular, successful, or who had a popular, successful YouTube channel. And he's fallen off in popularity of late. And these two clout-chasing broads basically latched on to him to essentially get attention and validation and social media clout. But anyway, I'm going to be continuing where I left off. This is part 2. If you want to watch part 1, you'll find it on my channel, and I will leave a link in the description as well to that. So let's get back to it, shall we?
Like 7 months after that. So yeah, he knew that I knew who he was at that point, but like I wasn't like really researching. I looked at what his channel was, and I was like, oh, okay, like, he does like documentaries, like whatever.
She's talking about Trukey Tom, if you don't already know that.
But I didn't really look into him that hard until later.
Who believes that? I don't.
Okay. Did he seem worried that you knew?
I think so. I think that he was more worried after the fact. When I started looking into him, that's when he started freaking out at me.
Okay. And how long was that into the relationship?
I started getting sus maybe like 4 months into it. Because that's kind of what.
Sorry,
yeah.
When you say sus, what was it that was like, okay, I have to do more research now. I know who he is, but I have to like figure out like his history.
Because at that point, I had
4 months wasn't enough to research this guy and do your due diligence and see red flags. She's already telling us she's seen and experienced a bunch of red flags and supposed traumatic abuse at his hands, and yet she's still there after 4 months.
Seen, I figured out who the girl he was texting was like this like really weird girl who dressed like a kid. And so I was like, okay, this is like very alarming. I need to go and research him. And
could she explain what she means by dressing like a kid? What do you mean by dressing like a kid? SpongeBob SquarePants clothes? I don't know. Diaper play? Isn't that a thing? People like pretend to be babies and they wear diapers and stuff like that? I don't know.
Immediately.
And he was just, did you like see this on his computer? Was he like on his phone with this like looking at her Instagram a lot? Or
he was texting her, and I saw like her name.
Oh, okay. Hello Kitty. Wow, he looks horrible. You know these broads are with him for his social media clout. Where's the supposed muscle? In the prior video, these broads were talking about how muscular he is. Compared to what? Some emo skateboarder that's 120 pounds soaking wet. Stick Seconds Hammer, a.k.a. Tara Warwick, compared to him? What are we comparing him to say he's muscular? Look at this goofball. That's not muscular. Get out of here. What is he, 155 pounds?
Name and her contact photo matched like what she looked like on Instagram.
Okay, and
what are those, fish head sneakers?
If I remember correctly, this is Ellie, who is like an age player on Instagram. And she's since like dyed.
I still don't know what that is. What's age play?
Her hair red and looks a lot like, or tries to like dress up like Kai. Is that right? I think I have a picture of her on the stream, but I don't. I'm trying to make sure I got this right.
Why is one of his eyes closed and the other ain't? What is he, high or something? Weird.
I'm not sure if she dresses like Kai, but she definitely likes to dress like a kid. And I saw some people on Kiwi Farms posting that she's been exposed for publicly being a lolicon. And
I don't know. Does she look like a kid? I don't think she looks like a kid. I think she looks like a grown broad trying to look like a kid, but I don't think she looks like a kid.
Doing age play, so I'm really like not surprised.
What's with the telemarketer headset, by the way? What's up with that? You know that microphone's a piece of crap, sweetheart. None of the microphones in those type of headset mic combos are at all decent quality. They're garbage. Nobody uses those. That's 2000s technology. Get out of here.
Based on everything I've seen.
20-year-old headphones. Okay.
Okay, so you just saw him creeping on her Instagram, or was he like talking to her?
He was texting her.
Okay, and he was doing this a lot to the point where you could like catch him out on it multiple times?
Yes.
And when you caught him out, and this was 4 months in, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I think.
And when you caught him out on this,
he can pick her up, which I think has more to do with her maybe weighing 100 pounds and much less to do with him actually having much, if any, strength. His forearms look like twigs.
what was his explanation?
Oh, he would say so much bullshit. He was like, "Oh, well, she was hacked, and my nudes are getting leaked. Like, I have to talk to her. Like, I wouldn't talk to her if I didn't have to." And I was like, "Okay."
What does his shirt say? I am completely normal. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Even that shirt is cope. You ain't normal, pal.
Okay, but this was when he explained that.
Again, why is he squinting? You can't see his eyes. Every picture I see of this guy, he's like this. What, are you trying to pass yourself off as Korean? What's up with that?
He was being like sextorted, right?
Yes. And so I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I was like, okay, well, maybe he is just talking to her a bunch because, you know, he's being hacked and like he's scared, but.
Okay, so just to clarify, because I didn't explain too well.
This guy Null is boring. His questions are crap. And his voice is so monotone. He has no energy. Dude, stick to moderating your crappy website, okay?
Oh, but when you caught him out on this, he explained to you in text messages that he had previously, before your relationship, been sending her nudes. And she had been hacked, and both of their nudes were leaked.
What kind of dude sends broads new pictures of himself? Women don't care about that. You got money? You don't have money? You're famous? You're not famous? How tall are you? They don't care about your nudes. Believe me. We care. We want to see you nude, but they're not really all that interested in seeing us nude. Not to the point where they want us to send them pics. What a goofball. What a moron. Yeah, let's send some broad my nudes so she could have leverage over me at some point. Oh, yeah. Real bright, pal.
And the extortionist was sending pictures of his penis to his family and threatening him to post it online unless he gave him money, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
And so
how'd this person expect to get away with that? I mean, they can track Bitcoin. You know, that's not anonymous. That's all readily available, that information. Anybody can check that information out. You can track that stuff. How did this extortionist expect to get paid? Leave the money under the trash can in the park at noon. I think this person's seen too many movies, pal. You're not getting away with extorting this guy, okay?
His explanation for why he was texting her during your relationship in your presence, like right next to you, was that he has to sort out what to do with Ellie because she's involved.
Yeah.
Okay. Did that ever resolve, or did you continue to like catch him talking to her throughout like the remainder of the relationship?
He ended up telling me that she like reached out to him again, and was trying to, I guess, kind of rekindle things with him. But he told her that he has a girlfriend and to stop talking to him. But that was like months after the original incident, so that's why I was like, what?
Okay. How often did you see him, like, overall? Like, did you just see him, like, once a week throughout the entire relationship?
Yeah, pretty much, because
What an odd relationship. I mean, is it long distance? Oh. I mean, it's not like he's busy. He makes, content on YouTube, but talk about an easy job. Is that a job? He makes his own hours. Why hasn't he seen this broad more than once a week? He's probably got a bunch of plates spinning.
in college, and we're like medium distance. He lives like an hour and a half away from me, so.
It's weird. What's with these people?
Okay. And that never changed? You never, like, moved in together or anything?
No.
I don't think this Trukey Tom could live with anybody. He's too bizarre. That's not happening.
Okay. Did anything before you caught him texting Ellie in those first 4 months, because you were with him for 7 months in total, right? So like 4 before, 3 after. In the first 4 months, was there anything like strange or weird or like red flag?
Well, that's when he bought me the Hello Kitty merchandise, and he would talk about how his ex-girlfriend Kai kind of like ruined his perception of love, and he doesn't know if he'll ever be able to love anyone again. And also just told me that the relationship was terrible. And
what a weakling. He lets his mind be warped by a woman? Oh my God. What a weak man. What a soy boy. She ruined me.
The first few times we had been sexual together, he never hit me, but the hitting did start pretty soon into our relationship.
Sublimated anger against this Kai broad he's displacing under this chick. Man, this guy's got real problems, man. He's got real problems coping with his emotions, which he probably has too many of because he's so young and he was raised in this culture, this Western crap effing society that tells men to be emotionally intelligent, whatever the hell that means. Big wimp.
And he never asked me if that I was okay with it, or.
I'm just getting so tired of this narrative. Sweetheart, you went along with it, so you're obviously okay with it. You were okay with it because you didn't object. It's called implied consent.
Like, ask me for permission, he would just start hitting me.
Permission. I don't need to ask you for permission if you let me. If he had started hitting you that first time and you had called the cops and put him in jail, hello? Correct act. You are telling him, I don't approve. But you let him do it. And you let him keep doing it. You didn't object. You went along with it. I don't understand what you're complaining about now, sweetheart.
So, okay, there's 2 things there. Katie, real quick, when you were talking to him, would he ever bring up Kai, like,
yes.
for no reason? Just start talking about her?
He told me I looked like Kai. He asked me if I like Monster High dolls because of Kai and said, like, oh, well, my ex-girlfriend liked them.
Oh, my God.
And, like, and then, again, like, I went through his closet.
These people are children. Even this Joshua Moon guy, they're all gossiping like young girls. It's so pathetic.
And he had, like, an entire, like at least like 6 items that were all like girl shirts from Hot Topic of like Invader Zim and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck are these? And he was like, those are my ex-girlfriends. I just haven't gotten rid of them. And then Rowan
probably using them as jerk wipes, if you know what I mean. I bet I know what they smell like.
And said that he still had that shit when he moved.
So he just kept her close. Okay, that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, so he brought her up multiple times though, especially to me because I talked to him right after they broke up, and he told me I looked like her, like everything.
Why is every other word like? I mean, yeah, I do use the word like, but not this much.
And told me multiple times oh, you remind me of Kai.
He told you multiple times that you looked like his ex?
Yes.
And the one that messed up his head. Wouldn't you want to avoid somebody like that? Oh, man. This guy's got problems.
That you acted like his ex?
Yes. Even though he would ask me if I was into things, and it was obvious that he was asking because Kai would like them, and then he would get a little sad when I would be like, no.
Jesus.
Wow. That's what a stupid thing to say to a woman.
Son, I don't think you know what to say to women, okay? Goofball.
Did Sacramento, did you hear anything like that? Did he ever compare you to Kai?
He basically said that my parents would love you because you're nothing like Kai. And he kind of would ask me questions to see if we had similar hobbies, but he was basically I was referred to as his first quote unquote normal girlfriend that didn't have BPD.
Neither of these chicks is normal. If you're dating a dude named Trukey Tom, and Trukey Tom himself is bi, and clearly himself is BPD, and among other things, mentally ill, you are not yourself normal, okay? You're not normal, sweetheart.
Okay.
So,
did you ever feel like he was training himself? Okay, I'm going to have a normal relationship now.
yes.
Leading
Oh my
question.
gosh.
It really felt like
All
that?
the time. Yeah, all the time.
That's the stupidest question. You're essentially telling these women how they ought to answer. You're leading them. It's called a leading question, dude. You don't ask those kind of questions when you interview somebody. What an idiot. This guy's a horrible interviewer. Dude, stick to moderating and doing tech work on your crappy website, okay? Stick to that.
I felt like he was so used to BPD bitches that I guess I'm somewhat normal, and he...
That stands for borderline personality disorder, or for those out there who don't know, and more mumbo-jumbo psychobabble from low IQ people who don't even know what it means.
didn't really know how to act because I wasn't constantly being I love you so much, I want to spend the rest of my days with you. I wasn't kind of doing the BPD behaviors, and so I think he was oh, this is weird.
I'm not being suffocated in this relationship. What do we do? Do we just sit here and do our own things? Did he feel in unease because there was silence and time, or
questions suck?
What did he specifically do that was I feel like I'm being tested on, I'm being trained on?
I feel like I don't know, he just wasn't used to having a girl not be up his ass. And
what you should have done was sat down, Noel, you lazy effer, and typed out a bunch of questions and then sent these bros the questions, okay? So they could prep answers. Too much work, I guess.
Worshiping him because he's famous, and so I think it kind of had
Is Trukey Tom famous? I don't know. You know how somebody's famous? You know how you know somebody's famous? If someone knows who they are, but they're not even into that particular thing. You're not even into music, but you know who Johnny Cash is, right? Yeah, he's famous. Trukey Tom ain't famous. Get out of here. I don't know. I don't think too many people know who this guy is.
Go blow for him, and that's why he was so rough towards me.
Did you feel like he was particularly aggressive because he was upset or something?
Sometimes yes, and I can attest to this. After Kai went on a live stream with Liam, the guy that she cheated on Tom with, Tom freaked the fuck out and came to come see me, and was the most aggressive he had ever been towards me because of that situation. And I think that is the same time that I told my roommate about how aggressive he had been.
So you obviously broke up with him after that, right? No. Jesus. Well, I'm normal.
Okay, so were you aware that this stream had happened and that he was upset about it?
Yes, because he told me that that was the reason why he was upset.
How long into the relationship was this?
I mean, would a normal person be talking to this Joshua Moon, a.k.a. Null Dude, and doing an interview about this kind of personal stuff? I don't think so.
That happened in October. So I guess, oh my gosh.
October last
Maybe
year.
we, so like maybe like 4 or 5 months into it.
Okay.
She stuck around.
But you said he started really early, right? Like after a couple times you met him, he would just start like hitting you, like slapping you, like in the face?
Yeah, during sex. Yeah, he never discussed it with me that this was going to be a thing. He would just start.
Okay.
So just no
it.
warning, he just started slapping you in the face.
Yes.
I don't know
Did
why
you
keep
like tell him like I'm not okay with this?
I told him a couple times, I was like, why did you slap me? And he's like, oh, like, I thought you liked that. And I was like, I don't know, like, not really my thing. And then he would continue to do it to me after the fact.
But you kept going back.
Okay.
I don't
Did you ever
understand.
like explicitly say no in certain terms, don't do that?
No, because usually it was in the
See? So what are you complaining about?
middle of sex, and then he would be covering my mouth so I couldn't say no.
Bull. Oh, give me a break. So what did you say anything afterwards? Why you keep going back? Why would you go back? You couldn't say anything after? His hand's not over your mouth the entire time. I mean, the sex ends eventually, right? Then you call the cops, right? No, come on. She's no victim. Get out of here. I wanted to get more dirt on him. She's probably the one that was seeking to extort him with those pics. Nah, I have no evidence of that. I'm just, speculating, giving my opinion.
Okay. Oh, so he's like covering your mouth. Did you ever like try to like break away from his grip?
Yeah, and he would just like pull me harder.
This guy's a freak. I gotta agree with that. He's a freak for sure.
Okay. But then after that, you would like complain to friends privately, but you didn't like sit them down and say like, I'm not okay with this?
Yeah, if you had a problem with this, you would complain to him, and you'd break up with him. He's buying her too much crap.
Yeah.
Okay. So the time that he was particularly rough after the Kai and
I love how this Joshua Moon isn't pointing out that, you're not really a victim. I mean, you didn't complain to him. You didn't say no to him. So you can't really present yourself as a victim. He's not calling her out. He's not in any way, shape, or form holding her accountable. Big simp. What a giant simp.
review.
Mm-hmm.
Explains a lot about why his website is dying.
Did like the sex feel like anonymous? Like, did it seem like he was trying to like not look at you in the process? I don't know if that makes sense or if what I'm getting at doesn't make sense, but
Yes, because
Eye contact. Did he have a problem with eye contact? Did he have a problem with, which would imply he has a problem with intimacy, closeness? Sounds to me like he was using sex as a way to act out and express his anger, his angst against his former girlfriend, the one named Kai.
this is very, very graphic, and I'm sorry, but he basically would throw me onto the bed and shove my face down so I couldn't say anything, and like just repeatedly like have sex with me. And so I was basically just like laying there while he did that to me. And
Yeah, that's what people do when they have sex, honey. So you were a starfisher, right? You were never on top. He was always on top. You could have complained. You could have said something. You could have said, I want to be on top. Why didn't you? He bought me a Chanel handbag. Gave me money. Paid for my plane ticket. Took me out on nice dates. So you're a hoa. Got it.
would hold my head down really hard.
Oh.
okay. And would this also
You didn't have to be there.
So it lasts for like an hour, like each time?
Probably more.
Yeah, it would last pretty long.
The guy's all coked up, probably. Adderalled up.
Okay, and you would bleed the
Yes.
same? And you didn't stop?
Yeah, I would bleed almost
Wow.
every time.
Jesus, this guy.
Because it would last so long that there's no arousal after
Yeah.
how long? Okay.
Jeez, dude, you're not going down on these broads? You gotta lube them up first. Gotta get them going. No! It's all about me!
And like with the lube, did you ever say like you have to use lube because this is painful?
He did get lube at one point, but he only used it like once, and he said that he would just use it to jerk off usually.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Okay, so how early into the relationship did you notice that he was filming you
A freak?
without discussing it?
This had to be like over the summer. I'm not sure of an exact date, but maybe like 2 or 3 months into our relationship, he never asked me. He would just pull out his phone and record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute or a minute into it. And what really concerned me about this is that I was like, you know what? Okay, like he's just filming me during sex, but I had asked him multiple times if he could please send me the videos so like he's not the only one who has videos of me naked. And he either ignored the question or was just like, no.
What? So the dude's a super control freak. Why wouldn't you send her the videos? Oh, he didn't want her to have videos of him being sexual, having sex, so he wanted to keep them. It's all about control. This guy's a nutter. This guy's a nut job. What are you doing with him? Got money. He's famous. Certainly not tall. That's for sure.
So he's
How many times
basically
did you ask?
maybe like 3 or 4 times.
So after that, you didn't go back, right? No, I kept going back. I was getting too much cash out of it. I was getting too much ammunition to use later on to get attention and validation on social media from total complete strangers. Because I'm also a BPD bitch, like his other broads. Even though I claim to be normal, which you ain't. Whenever somebody says they're normal, they're generally speaking not. Otherwise, why would you feel the need to say, I'm normal? People who are normal don't feel the need to say they're normal. Okay.
And that was all after the 4-month thing, right? Because I remember that you mentioned that you were trying to get the videos because you were starting to get like afraid of him, and he just wouldn't give it to you. Okay.
Yes.
Did you ever feel afraid to leave him?
Leading question.
I did.
Somewhat
I was
leading,
scared to
anyway.
leave him because
Bullshit.
of the videos,
Yes.
and I know
There's just more sweeping from this simp null. This guy totally sweeps. He's like that on his website too, and all his mods as well. You're not allowed to say anything about bad about women. They attack you. They come after you. A bunch of simps, a bunch of male feminists on that Kiwi Farms. It's pretty sad, honestly.
that he has like a big platform, and he could probably say some shit about me, or like, I don't know. Like, it's the same thing with Kai. Like, I know he has some crazy shit on her, and like, God bless you, Kai, but like, I know that he has some shit on you, and I kind of felt the same way.
Oh.
You're referring to, what was the name of it? They call it the blackmail folder, but it had a name like Just in Case.
He called it the Just in Case folder.
Is that like literally the name of it on his desktop?
Yes.
Okay. And you never saw inside of it. You have no idea what's inside of it.
No, I never looked.
That's K. Okay. Okay. Are you worried that he's going to like revenge porn?
She never looked at it? Did she ever have an opportunity? I don't know. He never left her alone with his laptop? Well, probably not. Not with it open, anyway. Yeah. Guy seems paranoid enough and such a control freak. I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what he's done with the videos. I don't have access to them, but
He probably watches them on a regular basis. It's the only way he can get off. Probably jerks off with guys' old shirts, old Hello Kitty clothes.
I don't know.
I think that would be people's like main question is like if you think that this guy is like violently aggressive and has videos of you naked, like why?
Yeah.
I figure that I guess now would be the appropriate time. A question I like to ask people who we talk to like this is, in an ideal situation, what is like the outcome of this conversation? Like if you controlled like the threads of fate, what happens after this?
Threads of fate, dude. Come on. You're not that intelligent. Stop trying to sound like you are. Control the threads of fate. You run a gossip website, Pinhead. Stop trying to be an interviewer. Content creator. You know such thing.
Discussion.
I want to stop talking about it on social media and just
Then why are you here?
go actually figure out a way to get those videos. And
You're not going to get them. Stop thinking about it. Just live your life. Move on.
Maybe get the police involved, because
How are you going to do that? You went along. You went along with it. You didn't object. Have any evidence he has these videos? Get the police involved. I want to move on, but I'm not moving on. Yeah.
I don't know. I just honestly, what makes me nervous is that I'm not an internet person. I'm not trying.
I love the victim narrative she's trying to spin. Sweetheart, if you don't want people to have videos of you having sex, don't let them film you while having sex. It's pretty simple.
I wasn't ever in it for like, I want to get a bunch of clout, like famous. But
that's exactly what that means. I was in it to get clout and get famous. Boom! She's telling you her real motivations right here.
I'm just nervous that he's gonna do this to like so many other women.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm so concerned. That's all. I'm only talking about this because of benevolent reasons. I'm in no way malevolent. I'm not one of those BPD broads he likes so much. Yeah, okay. Even though like attracts like. Okay, honey.
So it's like one part like self-interested. I kind of want to like force him to like delete my folder on his computer, and then like one part
I don't care.
Don't date this guy because he's like,
yeah, just get on with your life. What do you care? He has some private porno on you that you let him film. That's his. Whatever. Move on. Get a life, honey. Get a life. Same goes for you, Mr. Moon.
sexually violent.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Katie, do you have a different interest? Do you like what would you?
I just felt bad for her. Like, I don't know. As an internet girl, I was like, whatever. These other
oh yeah, they're such good people. These are such good, upstanding citizens.
fucking these like other girls will either come out about it or something will happen. Like I like didn't want, and also like just being a girl on the internet, I did not want to deal with like dogpiling or anything, so I just never said anything. But then when Sack came to me, I felt bad because it was like, okay, now he's targeting like normal Tinder women who like aren't like internet girls who kind of know.
These broads on Tinder are not normal, okay? And any broad that would get with this guy from Tinder, you saw those pics? A Napoleon-sized goofball covering half his face, flexing a non-existent bicep with no bio, and you expect me to believe she didn't know who he was and that she clicked on him and left or right swipe, whatever, whichever swipe you do to pick somebody, get the out of here. Nobody buys that. What a bunch of crap. Oh, you're just some innocent little Tinder angel. They're all a bunch of gold diggers. What are you talking about?
His past. And so that was like the only reason I came forward, was to like help add like sentiment to what she's saying, and like
why?
Also, yeah, like yeah, just
and
like
you guys met because you were mutuals through Tom? Like you could see his phone.
I love how Moon ain't pushing back at all. This is obviously a bunch of bullcrap.
Me. Am I okay with like explaining this, Sack?
Yeah.
She DM'd me and was like, I think we're talking to the same guy. And I literally, because she's so normal, thought she was a bot and was like, what? I was like, girl, what the hell are you? I was like, I'm not talking to anyone. What are you talking about?
Sweetheart, you're mentally ill, okay? You were in no way, shape, or form in a place to judge other people as normal or abnormal or in any way, really.
And then after a little back and forth, she was like, we talked, and it was like Trukey Tom. And I was like, girl, I haven't talked to him in 3 years, but like, what's up? Like, why do you think that? Like, what's happening? And then she spilled the beans to me, and I was like, you need to say this somewhere. Like, this is not like normal. The fact that he like tried to hide everything from you and everything is just like weird. And
I don't think you know what normal is, honey, but continue.
I didn't even know about this whole Ellie lady or anything until she told me about it. And she didn't even tell me like the validity of it. I learned all from like the thread.
Uh-huh.
How do I word this? Is he like your first boyfriend or a second, third?
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
He was like my like third boyfriend probably, but again, it wasn't really like a boyfriend.
Okay.
I just let him beat on me like a piñata for free shit.
He was my, I guess, my second boyfriend.
Yeah.
And you met him when you were what ages?
I was 20, 21.
I was
Okay.
20.
And he was like 24, right?
He was 22 turning.
I want to see some pics of these broads. Anybody got pics of these broads? Post the links. I'll have to go do some research later on. We'll have to see what they look like. We already saw the one that supposedly does the age play. She's mid, even though she's thin. So that counts for a lot. I wonder if these broads are similar.
23.
Okay. Okay, so when he had told
Supposedly one of these broads looks like Belle Delphine.
Katie that she was number 3, number 5. He had 2 and then 4 like previous encounters.
I was his second body, and then he told me that he had 4 bodies the next time I saw him.
Okay. And he told you 15, right?
Yes, and to be specific, he told me.
That's a lot for a dude at 23. By the way. For a dude, yeah, that's a lot. 23 years old.
15, but I lost track. So.
Oh, okay. So between March 23 and May 25, he had
March
sex with
24.
24. Okay, so in just over a year.
I want to know about these bros' pasts. What their childhoods were like. All this mumbo jumbo BS about them being normal. Get out of here.
He had at least one sexual encounter per month, basically.
Yes.
Basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He's an ugly guy, too. And he's short, so goes to tell you how far money and fame go. Pretty far.
I remember the number one thing that really stood out from all the messages, and this is just funny to me personally, okay, because of who I am. You said that after...
Yeah, personal. I would assume it's part of who you are. It's personal. What is this guy talking about? What a moron. He's a horrible speaker.
4 months in, you found the Kiwi Farms, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, he could not maintain an erection.
I'm trying to think of exactly because I confronted him about all the girls and I started really being on his ass in December. And then as soon as I told him about Kiwi Farms and like the fact that I knew everything, we went to go meet his family, and during that whole trip he couldn't.
No, I mean, I'm keeping them if I can, but you can have them if you really want. Actually, you have.
So,
Wow.
how many months was it? Was it just okay? So you went on a family trip, and it was during the
This guy's got problems.
trip where he had problems, and that was right after you had a confrontation with him, and that was around the 4-month mark, around the same time.
Wait, I guess it was in December. I don't know how
Okay.
long that is from when we first met.
That's near the end. If you guys met in May.
Yeah, it
and
was
were
near.
together
It was
for-
near the end.
Okay, so way towards the end, you confronted him about all the Instagram stuff and all the e-girls, and you said that you knew about his stuff on Kiwi Farms, and then immediately after that,
is this caused from what do they call that, gooning? I don't know what that means. I think gooners are people that watch too much of the cornucopia corn stuff. Is that what that is, gooning? I don't know. Doing too much of that.
you had a trip together where he just couldn't get it up at all, and then the relationship ended after that.
Yes, because he started being like really weird and distant.
I thought. Wait. So the beating you up wasn't the weird part. You left him because he couldn't get it up any longer. But I thought you didn't want to have sex with him in the first place because he was violent. See, there's no consistency to this broad storytelling. I don't trust a lot of what she says, man. I don't know. I do think Tom's a freak, but for other reasons. Number one, he follows and loves Destiny. He's probably sucked off Destiny, so there's that. That alone makes him a freak.
And I was like getting kind of concerned, and I was like, okay, well, like, there's obviously something to what I told him because he wouldn't have this reaction if this was like a nothing burger. So I was like, that's weird. And I kept being on his ass about it, and then we broke up, and I was like, okay, well, you're a freak. I don't know.
Sweetheart, I think you did look in the mirror, okay? You hung around and stuck it out with this freak for how long? I don't know which one this is. The one that was with him for years, or the 7-month one, but whatever. Yeah, pot kettle black, honey.
Did he break up with you, or did you just say, like, I'm done? You're like a freak, goodbye?
I kept kind of like trying to get him to just leave me because I would keep saying like you've done all this like weird shit, like I don't like it, like you're so weird, you treat me badly, especially during sex. And like over the phone I just listed everything that he had done wrong, and he was like, well, you can leave me if you want. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you. That's basically what happened.
He doesn't seem to care very much. This guy.
Okay. Did he?
What's he do? What are you doing with a broad if you care that little? I don't know, man. Kids these days just have all this meaningless sex. What's the point? Why are you doing it? Feels good. Pointless.
You do the masturbating in front of the videos thing too?
Yes.
Like how?
While he's with a broad, that's weird. Why is she even there? You gonna be jerking off while there's a broad there? You should be banging the broad. That is bizarre. I believe that.
Often. Like a one-time thing?
I've seen him do it a couple times, and it was usually to like a video like he had just taken of me.
This is strange.
Okay, that's so bizarre.
Yeah.
This is like a really awkward question to ask, but I have to know.
Why didn't you just both? I mean, that's not bizarre. I mean, if you're consenting, like, why didn't you both just, whack off while you like watch each other, jerk off? Like you bring yourself and he, strokes the sausage, as it were, and you both do it watching each other. I mean, like that would be more normal than he records you and then jerks off to the video. That's so bizarre. That's weird.
Because it is a chicken and egg problem. Did he ever finish, like, from having sex?
He did a couple of times, but this sounds really terrible, but he could only finish from sex if I was screaming and crying in pain.
Okay. How often was it like? I guess he didn't ask for that, right?
He's a sadist? Sexual sadist. Boy. I wonder, are there any bodies in his basement or in the backyard, in the garden? Boy, this guy, I don't know.
He would just like hit you until that happened?
He would be hitting me and like choking me and slamming me down until I was like screaming in pain because he wouldn't stop having sex with me either.
Oh my
God. Only when I was like, oh my God, like stop, then he could come.
Wow.
Okay, so it's literally the words like "stop, stop" is like
Yeah.
Ooh, that would
like
do it.
every time.
He only was able to ejaculate maybe 3 times throughout our whole relationship.
These ugly broads? I need to see these broads. You gotta get a look at them. If they're good-looking broads, something's wrong. Well, a guy named Trukey Tom.
Okay, Katie, is this like consistent with your experience, or is this like worse?
Yeah, the first time I met him, he didn't come a single time, and he just told me it was like because he was nervous, and I was like, I mean, makes sense, whatever. And then the second time, he only came the one time that he watched the video.
Okay,
So-
I just want to make it clear to the younger audience here. This is not normal, and if this is what is required for you to finish during sex, you have issues. I just want to make. I don't know how many people need to hear that. But that's really messed up.
It's a guy named Null that runs a website called Kiwi Farms where they consistently simp for BPD broads. So I don't know that he knows what normal is either. But anyway, continue.
And implies that there has to be like some level of like non-consent in your sexual encounters. That's probably like, I'm just thinking.
The appearance of non-consent. Because they did consent, because it's called implied consent, you're a moron and a simp.
Because all the serial killers said that they were really addicted to pornography. It's like, that sounds like a stepping stone to like becoming a serial killer, is when you have to have like blood and screaming and sex to ejaculate.
There are plenty of serial killers that were not sexual sadists. You're a moron. Do your due diligence in the future. Do some research. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. But anyway, let's continue.
That's kind of how I felt.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sacramento, you were talking to like your friends throughout this relationship, right? Did any of them, like you? I saw.
Yeah, being a sexual sadist doesn't mean you're a serial killer or going to become a serial killer. And also, not all serial killers were sexual sadists. What is this idiot talking about? Are some serial killers sexual sadists? Yeah. Were they all? No. We're all sadists. So all sexual sadists, serial killers? No. I mean, what are you talking about, pal? You're just trying to sound intelligent, all right? You're just trying to gin up some subject to discuss during this interview because you got nothing. Because you didn't prepare, okay? Yeah.
Some texts where you were telling them and they were concerned, or maybe that was just Katie. Did anybody like warn you, like, this is messed up, you should probably leave?
She's getting too much money and free crap out of it. You think she didn't know? Does she sound retarded to you, pal? Do you think this woman has no agency because she's a woman? Well, yeah, you probably do because you're a big giant simp. White night mofo. Yeah. Oh, you're 23-year-old broad. Did you not? So you didn't know? Nobody told you that getting whacked around like a pinata during sex, and he's not able to ejaculate unless he's making you scream? Nobody told you that was not normal? Oh, dude, she knew it wasn't normal. She didn't care. She went along with it because she was being bought and paid.
Yeah, my friends told me, this is never ever okay. Like, I know that he has.
Sometimes that's okay. No, it was okay because you consented. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? You were two consenting adults. Stop saying it wasn't consensual. It was consensual.
Money and all of that, but you shouldn't just stay with him. Like, you're
Well, you
worth
did.
so much more than that. And just
No, you're not. You clearly don't think so.
trying to be like supportive, but unfortunately, I did still stay with him, and I
Yeah, of course. Get some good shit out of that relationship, huh? Probably getting some good weed and some good drugs and nice handbags.
know a lot of people seem to have a lot of questions about that, and honestly, you were completely correct to question my judgment as to why I stayed with him, even though
I don't question your judgment. I know why you stuck around. Money, honey. He was giving it to you. While he was giving it to you. Before and after.
he was, hitting and choking and beating me.
So what? Okay. Huh?
Did
And you were getting paid.
I mean, is there any thought process behind like not leaving? I guess it's easier to stay in a relationship and
She was getting paid, you idiot. Stop simping. Stop sweeping for these broads. Stop being so obtuse. On purpose, I might add. Is this guy this big a simp? This big a sweeper white knighter for woman. This big a male feminist that he he doesn't know. I don't know why she would have stuck around with that. Do you know why you stuck around? It's money, you idiot. Female worshiping simp.
In general, than to leave. It's like a hard decision to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just like
it's hard to walk away from that money.
like, you know, I'm in school and I don't want to like change up my life too much by like breaking this off early or
What? I love how he's searching for things, ways to excuse these broads, to abdicate them of responsibility, as if they weren't doing enough of that themselves. He's helping them do it. What a wimp. What a wimp. You're pathetic. No. Pathetic. What a loser.
I genuinely did think
Get some balls, pal. Stand up to these broads. Put them in their place. They might not talk to me anymore if I call them out on their bullshit. Yeah.
that he would maybe change and stop.
Find a Planet Fitness near you for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 30th.
Being so aggressive.
Think he would change? People don't change. What are you talking about?
Because he told me before that he would like kind of chill out, but he never did chill out, and it kept being the same very intense, violent aggression every single time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like tied to anything, right? There was never like a bad day. And just so you know, even in like BDSM stuff, you're never supposed to like take real life anger and turn that into like sex. That's also like a red flag in
Oh, shut up, man. You don't know what you're talking about. What an idiot this guy is.
general for anyone who needs to hear that.
He sounds like a degenerate. This guy, well, he probably is a degenerate. Just like these broads and Trukey Tom. Well, I know so much about this stuff or thinks he does. You don't. You're an idiot. Shut up.
So, yeah, my question.
You're not supposed to displace real world anger all of the woman you're banging and doing bondage with. That's the rules. I heard that. Shut up, man. Trying to sound intelligent, educated on this crap. Meanwhile, it's obvious you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
He was just always like this. There was never a time where it's like, you know, today, you know, let's just have sex. It's like always, every time.
Yeah, it was always aggressive, but like I said before, during the times when Kai started coming out with like that guy that she's with, Liam, he would be so angry and take his aggression out on me, especially hard during sexual encounters.
Yeah, the guy's lacking coping skills. Parents did a very bad job raising this guy.
And there was no, for either of you, there was no point at all where he was ever like interested in like, oh, was it good for you? Like,
No.
Oh no,
Never.
he never asked.
never. Okay.
No.
He's a narcissist. Okay.
Cool. Did
Cool.
a big question a lot of people had, there's been speculation that he's bisexual because
By the way, you don't ask broads that if it was good for them. You're going to know if it was good for them, pal. Okay, if you got to ask that, it wasn't. You wimp. What kind of guy asks, was it good for you? You can't tell? What a simp. That's something simps ask. That's beta male blue pill crap. Was it good for you, sweetie? You do your best to make sure it's good for them, Doran. You know it's good. You can tell if it was good, pal. You don't have to ask. If you have to ask, it wasn't. What a loser. You're a loser, buddy.
he's made weird comments about finding men attractive on his streams.
Wow.
Did he ever come across as like hetero-flexible or anything like that?
What the hell is hetero-flexible? The hell is that? Well, if you're flexible in that way, you're not hetero then, are you? You're just bi. I don't know, man. Maybe he's into animals, too. Well, there's a word for that as well. Is it called bestiality? Or should I be saying that? I probably can't say that on YouTube. Oh, God. No wonder my channel is so algorithmically suppressed. I say everything that is politically incorrect. Everything.
I say yes in the sense that, like, for one, he said that weird thing about Destiny to me, and he was, like, hella obsessed with Destiny at that time, and was, like, talking about him and hanging out with him a lot.
Did they live in the same state? Otherwise, how the hell is he hanging out with Destiny? I don't know where this guy lives, but I don't think they live in the same state. You would literally have to jump on a plane. Why the hell would he be hanging? Oh my God. See what I mean? Yeah, this is why I call him a freak. Destiny is just the most bizarre human. I mean, wow. Don't model your life after Destiny, yo.
And then, and like going to Miami to see him. And then also he would like, because he like lifts weights and stuff, he would like watch videos of other guys like lifting and like flexing and stuff and literally be like, fuck, like, oh my God. And like, to me, like he would sit there and like act like it's cause like, oh, they're so strong. But to me, I was just like, I don't care how strong they are. That sounds gay.
Yeah.
To sit there and like moan for a strong man.
Yeah,
That's funny.
to expand on that, he told me a little bit about the Destiny guy, that he had went to go visit him. He told Katie that he went to go visit him 4 times total. But yeah, the Destiny guy, from what he told me, was gay and wore a butt plug during their interactions. So Destiny was wearing a butt plug in front of Tom.
Destiny walks around with a butt plug. What? So Destiny is a catcher, not a pitcher? And, okay? I don't get it, man. I don't get the butt plug thing. Doesn't that cause problems? You engage in that kind of stuff? Like, I mean, that's supposed to be doing it a lot. I mean, doesn't that create issues with, like, you know, going to the bathroom and holding stuff in? And isn't it something like 25% of gay people have issues with that? Like bowel restraint? This is so weird. I never thought I'd be having or hearing a conversation like this. What is going on in the world?
What? What?
Yes.
During his regular social interactions with Tom, he was just plugged up and told Tom this, and he was just okay with this.
Yes.
Well, what kind of conversation are you having where this comes up, or that knowledge becomes part of the public sphere, a part of the conversation? That's only going to come up in my mind if you two are talking about getting ready to engaging in sexual activity. Otherwise, how would you know about that? Well, how would that come up as a part of discussion unless, you know, you have firsthand knowledge? And why would you have firsthand knowledge of that? And why would somebody wear a butt plug? Isn't that something like they do to relax the sphincter before having the, you know, pitcher catcher kind of back and forth thing? I don't know, man. So they were banging. So Trukey Tom was banging Destiny. Oh, God. This is that. Oh no, that image! Oh my God!
How did this come out in conversation? Were you just...
Have you seen Destiny, by the way? Trukey Tom's getting all excited by muscular dudes. What would get him excited about Destiny? Dude's like a bobblehead. Got this giant head and this shriveled, emaciated, weird-looking body. How would you be attracted to that? This is so bizarre. I thought gay people, they were into dudes that were like bears and big guys, and I don't know. I don't pretend to understand this world, man, but this is bizarre. This is weird.
asking him about Destiny?
Yeah, he would like bring up these internet people, and honestly, I'm so like normal, like normie pilled. Like
You're not,
I'm not,
sweetheart. You're not normal. Okay, there's just different degrees of bizarreness. You are clearly a mentally ill broad. You're not normal. You're just not as messed up as some other people. That doesn't mean you're not messed up. You're still messed up, sweetheart. These people are just on a whole nother level.
been super into the internet for the past few years, and so I would have no idea what the hell he was talking about. So I would ask him, like, who is that? And so he would be like, oh, like, this guy Destiny, he was a streamer I was friends with, and I found out he was wearing a butt plug when I went to go visit him one time. So,
Getting ready for sausage delivery from Trukey Tom.
yeah.
That's very funny. Many people will appreciate that. He's very famous.
Yeah, unfortunately, Destiny is kind of famous. Yeah, unlike Trukey Tom. Both morons, of course.
I mean, I guess on that note, did he tell you any other weird stories about random people?
Oh, I remember this because his name I thought was funny. He told me he was doing cocaine with this guy named Dick Masters.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like this.
Yeah, I'm sure Noel doesn't like Dick Masters. That's an evil misogynist! He hates women! Yeah.
Oh,
He told me that was a couple years ago. But yeah.
I feel like I'm being trolled. That's such a specific person.
Cocaine.
Okay, so he just went over. Yeah, he's in LA with Dick, and he just said, "Yeah, we met up and we did a podcast together and we did cocaine. We had fun."
Yeah, apparently this guy lives in like a mountain house, like a mountain compound.
Yeah, he's up in the Hollywood Hills in a Barbie dream doll mansion. That's what he tells people.
Oh, and yeah,
Yeah, I think Dick Masters is that guy that did that appearance on Dr. Phil a couple decades ago. They called Fatties, and told them they needed to get on a treadmill and work out, lose some weight. They wanted to find a man. Oh, misogynist, says Mr. Joshua Moon here. Evil! How dare he tell a woman she needs to do something? Yeah, this guy's a giant simp. I love the way he's simping for these broads.
Tom was doing various drugs with this guy.
Okay.
I believe that.
You both said that he talked about Kai or Kay incessantly, right?
It's Guy Moran.
Yes.
Yeah.
He talked about Kai a lot.
I mean, how did that make
There must have been some good boon.
you feel, Zach? That you were like, I don't want to hear about
Oh
this
my
one?
god. Yes, and it made me feel so weird. And I would bring this up to him, and he was like, "Well, she was like an insane bitch. Like, don't worry about it." But I was like, this woman clearly had some mental effect on you if you're constantly talking about her and keeping up with her new man. I mean, he showed me a picture of that guy Liam wearing makeup, and he was like, "Oh, this fucking guy took my bitch," like just like raging. And I was like, okay, you're clearly not over this girl.
Jeez.
I think I have a picture.
What a wuss. What a pathetic excuse for a man. Doesn't control his own emotions. Wow.
Of him. He just looks like an effeminate boy, like in the pastel color clothes, right?
Yeah, he's like a femboy.
Trukey Tom is too, okay? Let's be honest. He's a very feminine excuse for a man. Despite that pathetic peach fuzz he tries to grow to try and appear more masculine.
And yeah, so when Kai, I think when she left him or they broke up or whatever,
Dude likes to bang other dudes, he's feminine, okay?
she hooked up with this guy, and now he's the one doing the age play. Like
Yeah.
he's
Don't try to psychoanalyze, pal. You're not intelligent enough, okay? You don't have the brain power. Just stop. Stop trying to present yourself as intelligent, okay? You're not Dr. Phil. Even Dr. Phil. He ain't Dr. Phil. That guy is way hyped up, yo.
dressed.
Yeah.
He literally looks like a little boy. It's really bizarre. I don't know if I have a picture of it or I'd show people, but yeah, it was very strange. Do you ever bring up age play like explicitly with either of you?
Not really, no. Like, because again, like we never like talked about like anything we were into, like exactly. He just like would say things that it was.
What a weird relationship. What kind of relationship are you in where you don't talk about the things you're into or interested in? Is that going to go anywhere? Why are you together then? He gave me money.
Like, oh, whoa, it's implied, obviously, that you're into this.
Okay. No weird like. Can you dress up like this besides just gifting?
But I'm totally completely normal, and I date men, and I don't ask or offer or proffer anything about myself or ask anything about them, and I know nothing about them, and they know nothing about me, but I'm normal. Shut up, lady.
You like Hello Kitty stuff?
No, I mean, he would tell me during sex, like, oh, like, you're like a little girl, you're so skinny, like, you're so small. It was like really weird, but I was just like, oh well.
I'm here.
Wow.
What does it want to do about
You're skinny and small. Well, I like skinny women. I like small women, too. I don't like big women, because I like women. I don't like men. What's wrong with that?
it now?
Real, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I hate to ask this.
I mean, I don't like midgets. Like normal height, but I don't want you to be some big, burly lumberjack broad. That's a dude!
Did he ever ask for like blowjobs, or was it just like brutal sex, like every time?
These broads. Did they get BJs? Let's hear.
Oh my god, sorry, this is like so personal, but yeah, he would make sure that you did that, but he never did anything back to me. Like, he never once ate me out, but he would demand that I would constantly suck his dick.
Well, no wonder he's making him bleed. You gotta start off with that, yo. Okay? They gotta sit on your face, which is hot. And it gets them, gets them going. You gotta know what you're doing, though. Then they're not gonna bleed on you, Mr. Trukey Tom. This is
And like,
bizarre.
yeah.
I mean, was he able to finish from that, or was it just like a for show thing?
Yeah, I wonder, but that would be more a skill issue with them, wouldn't it?
He wasn't able to finish from that either.
Yeah, so what are you complaining about, ladies? You really didn't do it to him either, because you didn't get him off. You're going down on him, but you clearly don't know what you... That's a problem with broads these days. Past 20, 30 years. They don't feel like they got to put the effort in. Yeah. Give him a rudimentary BJ just to get him, hard. So, give me what I need. Finish me off, but I don't want to do the same for him. Yeah. Well, but he didn't do it for me. You didn't do it for him either. You complaining about, ladies?
So you would just have to be like down in the penis mines for like an hour at a time until he was bored?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Katie, can you
keep running interference for these broads, you simp.
kind of...
Yeah, same thing. Just like, yeah, he would.
Oh, well, really, you're the pro man. I'm calling them both out. I'm being much more balanced than this beta male dude. Well, if we could call him a dude. Beta males dudes? I don't know. Technically, maybe, but...
always want head, but then he is never giving head, and also same of like never came. And
this guy's got problems. He's got intimacy issues. Yeah.
It was just like for nothing almost. It was very odd.
I agree. Yeah.
That is really bizarre, because it's like if you're not...
I don't know about really bizarre. It's odd, though. Yeah. Some guys just ain't into that, but I think his issue with it is, seems to me, just from the things they've said to, be that he's got a problem with being close, being intimate with woman. Yeah.
What's the point then? Besides, like, I guess like the power play and I guess recording it for him, because he would record this too, right?
Yeah, you recorded everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. So you can watch it later and jerk off to it?
Wow. Okay.
Weird stuff, man.
So he didn't try to do any of the weird age play stuff, but he did talk about her a lot. He said that you were very petite, very small. I guess, did he literally say you look like a little girl?
Yes.
Yes.
To both of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
The first time.
I gotta see these broads. I doubt they look like little girls. I very much doubt it. The other broad didn't. She had braces, but a lot of grown-up broads get braces. I don't think that's childish.
I got naked in front of him. He literally was like, "This is awesome. You look like a little girl."
wow.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah. Commenting that it's awesome you look like a child, that's bizarre. Yeah.
Wow.
And I
I
was
mean, if we're to take her word for it.
like, "Oh, That's not normal.
No.